Welcome, kids. Welcome to Hall H. I'm Kevin Smith, and I am proud and happy, man, because I'm about to moderate the Tron Ares panel. Put your hands together. Did you see that entrance? That shit costs more than Clerks. Kids, in 1982, the summer of 1982, I went to see a motion picture at a movie theater in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, that ironically I now own with a couple of my friends. When I went, I saw a visionary science fiction motion picture, man. Captured my imagination and wasn't appreciated in its time in 1982. But went on to become a cult classic, and then one day they made a sequel of it. And Jared Leto was in it, and we all know that movie was Blade Runner. That's right, Blade Runner came out in the summer of 1982. Do you want to know what else came out in the summer of 1982? I wrote it down, man, it's crazy. This is the competition that our beloved Tron had to put up with. Ready? The Thing. Whoa. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Conan the Barbarian. Poltergeist, Mad Max 2, and a little independent film called E.T. So it was a big year for sci-fi, man, and into that very crowded arcade came rolling a light cycle, man. Tron light cycled into our lives and has not left. It shows incredible staying power, man. Disney will not stop Troning, for heaven's sakes. Because we've all loved it for so long, and today we're going to talk about the latest iteration and perhaps the greatest iteration, because Tron is finally coming into the real world, kids. Please help me welcome to the stage a bunch of fine folks who are responsible for bringing you all the grid, man. The movers and shakers behind Tron Ares. Welcome to the stage, creator of Tron, Steven Lisberger, man. Tron Ares director himself, Joachim Roning. And now welcome the cast, Cameron Monaghan. Arturo Castro. Hassan Minaj! Gillian Anderson! Evan Peters! Jodie Turner-Smith! Greta Lee! Jared Leto! And Comic-Con legend Flynn himself, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stage, Jeff Bridges! All right, kids, this is very exciting. We've got a lot to get to. There's a lot of footage you're going to see and whatnot. But first, let's talk to the movers and shakers, especially two kids who've been with this franchise since it began back in the year in the day. Mr. Bridges, how are you? Give it up for Jeff Bridges, ladies and gentlemen. You have been with Tron since the very beginning, man. I love that there's three Trons. It's a shame there's only one Fabulous Baker Boys, but I'm glad that there's three Trons, man. What has it meant to you across a storied acting career to be in this movie? It must be a lot because you come back and think,
so cool, man. Because this guy here, give me your hand. Yeah, good, man. Steven, you know, what, 82, 43 years ago? Come on, man. Continuing the story, you know, just amazing. He created this wild world that is so much fun to be a part of. And these times, you know, artificial intelligence, that's on everybody's mind and hearts these days. And to be part of telling that story is so exciting for me. Wonderful to be a part of it.
So the grid abides.
What's that?
The grid abides?
The grid abides.
Steven, it's your brainchild. This all came from you. Number one, I was a massive Animal Olympics fan when I was a kid, so thank you for that. But number two, this all begins with you. Take us back to the beginning of Tron.
Well, as far out as Tron was and is, it actually became real life. And that's even more far out than the film. And my feeling about Tron is that the most important thing is that we kick this technology around artistically before it kicks us around. I'm weary from hearing all the grim news about the future, and the way to avoid that is to get talented people like the crew that's on my left and inspire young people about what can be done with this technology. And that's what Tron's all about. And the other thing that Tron's all about, going all the way back, what really resonates is the courageous acting of Jeff Bridges. He is the most courageous person in front of a camera. It's just, he's been a gift to Tron from day one.
Give it up for the gift of Tron, ladies and gentlemen. Steven, have you watched for the last 43 years every sci-fi movie that's come out that owes a debt of gratitude to you and know that the legacy was established way back then? Like when you saw The Matrix for the first time, were you like, fuck? Or were you like, I have a bit of DNA in there?
No, I mean, inspiring others is, you know, pass it forward. It's a good thing. And we sort of created our own genre with virtual adventure, and it's not going away. And no, I'm a fan of pretty much all of it.
It was so ahead of its time. I remember, like, there were Academy Awards that year, and I think you guys got a costume nod, but they didn't nod you for visual effects because they were like, oh, it's using computers, it's cheating or something.
Yeah, that was their line, which was, it's not so much that Tron was ahead of its time, is that everyone else was late.
Excellent point. Joachim, what first drew you to Tron, man? Well, you've done a bunch of things. What brought you into Tron Ares?
Well, it's Tron, so like, you know, I was immediately drawn into it. I love the franchise, Lisberger's and Kosinski's movies before, I think in many ways are masterpieces. And you know, I always dreamt about making science fiction. I think the topic is super interesting. And they had a twist to it, you know, these are the assets coming into the real world. I felt that I could bring something new to the table, but the bar is really high. And but it's been an amazing journey, and it's a movie for cinema, you know. That's why I always try to do that. But with Tron, making a movie like Tron, it's like the closest thing to a guaranteed theatrical release somehow. So, and then I get to work with these people, and it's been just one hell of a ride, to be honest. And we talked about being in the Hall H in our very, very first meeting, actually. We had like 3 years ago. So here we are, live.
Jared, you've got this is a passion project for you, from what I understand. You're not just in the movie. You spearheaded the movie. You're a Tron nerd at the end of the day. Is that what?
I am an official Tron super fan. If I wasn't on the stage, I would be in the audience for sure, watching this panel right now, cheering like all these crazy people out here.
What was it about Tron that drew you?
Well, it was 1982. Video games were exploding, and films were, a huge part of my life when I was a kid. And this movie just grabbed a hold of me. It took me to a place that I'd never been before. It kind of rattled my imagination, and it showed me what was possible in the world. A lot of that had to do with the genius of this guy on my right, and a lot of that had to do with the genius of this guy over here, who's one of my heroes, Jeff Bridges. But, I have to say, when I was young, there were days where you just kind of didn't know what to grab a hold of, and movies like this really gave me something to dream for and dream about. And it's incredible. We worked on this movie for 10 years now. And it started with just the word Ares. And so to be up here with these people and this cast, it's just, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm really grateful. Thanks.
Mr. Bridges, he said such nice things about you. What was it like working with the younger class at this point?
It was so wonderful. Remember the first day, wondering how it was going to be. I heard, a lot of actors, they work in different ways, I heard Jared only wants to be called by his character. I said, that's interesting.
He's one of those guys?
He's one of those guys. And I've worked with everybody's got different methods and modes, man. I said, I can understand that, because it's a tough part, man, to play a program. I mean, how do I do that? He's got to.
Well, you did it before. You taught me how to do it.
I don't know, man. It's a mystery. But I figured, I'm playing Flynn. I'm the guy who created this thing, but I didn't want to offend him as a Thesbo, So I thought, I want to have kind of a certain intimacy with you. I know your name is Ares. Can I just call you Air? And he said, yeah, man, you can call me whatever you want. And we just knocked, we had a great time playing.
I do remember the very first scene that I had with Jeff, and they yelled action, and I just blurted out, cut, and everyone was surprised because I don't often do that. And the first AD comes over and said, is everything okay? What's wrong? And I said, I just can't stop smiling because I'm working with my guy. So we had a lot of fun, a lot of joy. And man, if I could work with you every day of the week, I'd be a happy guy.
We had a fun time. And then we're also music cats. I mean, this movie stuff, that's kind of your side job. But we had a great, what's that what was that?
He said 30 seconds to
Yeah,
Mars.
there you go, man. But we had a ball. It was fun. It was great.
Once you get together with Jared Leto, it's Morbin time right there. Greta, you got a script for this, and I imagine you read it and you were like, oh my God, it's just like past lives.
I'm surprised anyone laughed. I feel like that was a joke for two people in this room.
We're cultured, we nerds. What drew you to the part, man? What'd you find interesting about being in Tron?
To Tron?
Yeah.
I just wanted to ride a light cycle. Yeah, I told my agents, just find me something where I can ride a light cycle. I mean, you guys are so jealous I got to actually ride one. It's insane. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with my own reality right now because I've never been to Comic-Con.
It's your first time?
Crazy. And am I doing this right? Like, I thought you guys would be in masks. Like, this is so wild. I never thought in 100 million years I'd be invited to participate in something like this. This massive, incredible, arguably the coolest franchise of all time, and I'm sitting here with these guys. I mean, it's totally insane. Totally insane.
You talked about the light cycles, man. You got to be with
I got to be with one.
a light cycle.
I think it sounds romantic. Yeah, I did.
That was part of the draw, where you're just like, you know what, if I get to ride a light cycle, I'll totally do the flick.
I mean, I never could have imagined that it could be that fun. And I just got to see the movie just a few days ago, and I don't think I'm gonna make it to October. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm gonna explode. Like I don't know how we're gonna make it. It's just so special, and I think it really is such an honor to have this movie that is so absolutely for the super fans and for the diehards, but I really think we have this exciting opportunity to usher in a whole new audience to Tron, and for a movie to be able to do that is something really rare and unique. I think we're going to be able to connect a lot of different people with this movie, so I'm just really excited.
Do you guys want to see a little piece of what she's so excited about? We have a first look at the light cycle chase scene if you're here today, kids. You're going to see two programs, Ares and the second in command, Athena. They're going to enter the real world, directed on a mission to retrieve a valuable piece of code from Eve. So let's take a look. My God, that looked expensive, man. That was phenomenal. How phenomenal was that? Good God, man. Okay, Jody, you play Athena, and we saw Athena all over that clip. What's the relationship between Athena and Ares in the flick?
Well, Athena and Ares are comrades. They're soldiers in arms. And I think that as Ares is having this awakening, or maybe malfunction in Athena's mind, she is also having one of her own, but it sort of takes her in a different direction that I think is entirely less measured and compassionate.
Compassionate and get hit in the face with a motorcycle as well. That was incredible, man. Mr. Peters. You are playing the role of a Dillinger, which has connections to the first one. That is David Warner, right? He played the original Dillinger.
Yeah, big shoes to fill.
Very big shoes.
With Ed Dillinger, Sr.
How do you approach a performance like this, where it's kind of, there's a bit of legacy involved? You're playing a relation to a character that started way back at the beginning.
I don't know. I don't know. Joachim's a great director. The writers were great, producers, cast, everybody.
Yeah.
You're a great actor too, brother. So, yeah, that helped a lot, I think.
Thanks. Yeah. I honestly don't know.
You're no stranger to Comic-Con. You've been here before, correct?
Yeah.
I remember because we couldn't shut you up or something like that.
Right.
All Dahmer quiet over there. Jillian. This is your first sci-fi thing, no?
I've never done it before, and thought that it would be fun to step into this world. Yep.
Were you a Tron kid when you were a pup?
I was, yeah. I was a Tron kid, and oh God, that's me.
Have you ever been here before? Have you ever done Hall H before?
Sorry, what?
Have you ever done Hall H before at Comic-Con? Have you ever been here? in this room?
Yeah. I think it was bigger though. The room. No. Oh. What? No. It was. Yeah. I've been a few times. Yeah. I have. It's pretty cool though. I haven't seen the film yet, so that was the first that I've seen. It looks pretty good, guys. What the fuck? Amazing. Yeah.
When I was a youngster in my 20s, the first dog I ever got was named Scully. And then after we had that dog for a week, I was like, this dog's too needy, and we got another dog to pair up with it, and that was Mulder.
No. That's pretty cool.
Very cute. Hassan, I had no pets named after you whatsoever.
Thank you. That would be wildly disrespectful.
Give
Thank
it up
you so
for
much.
Hassan and Arturo, man. Now, you're a couple of Comedy Central kids, man. What is it like to be in one of these big-ass movies?
Yeah, it's very cool to be a chief technical officer of NCOM. That's my technical title. The scale is incredible. Just looking at how big the sets are coming from comedy, it's very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Were you talking to me as well?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. I was just caught up in his beautiful brown eyes. Sorry, it happens a lot. I actually had to have a conversation with myself before I went into the first set. Be like, hey man, whatever happens, just keep cool. Okay, you've done this a couple of times. And then when we saw the set build, man, I lost all sense of decorum, and I was like, oh my God, we're in Tron, you know? And it was like walking into Disneyland every day. And I'm not just saying that because they signed my checks, because they have my family hostage.
Yeah, shout out to the Walt Disney
Princess
Corporation.
Castle.
Thank you so much. And let this film bring as much shareholder value to the company as possible. Please, quarter to quarter. In the next fiscal quarter, we hope it goes up. And really what this is about is NCOM and its earnings, which is a metaphor for the Walt Disney Corporation, one of the best corporations
Best
there is.
corporations in my life. We owe them a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
now-
you, Disney.
No, but shout out to the props department. They actually fully recreated Flynn's office from the 1982 film. And I don't know, I didn't steal anything from the props department, but everything looked exactly the way it did in the first film, which is really incredible.
You kind of pointed at me when you were like, I didn't
blaming
do
Arturo.
anything, but I thought we were going to keep that a secret for Hassan. I
wanna
have a
give the
disc.
fans a
Fine,
little-
I took one of the discs. I'm sorry, Disney. Jesus. Anyway, listen, man, it was a dream come true. Honestly, I thought we were shooting a rom-com until I just saw this footage. Doesn't look that romantic, but it was a dream come true. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
And also the soundtrack, incredible. 9 Inch Nails.
Cameron, give it up for Cameron, everybody. What is it like playing a program, my friend? You played many parts and whatnot, some to the absolute hilt, and this is, how do you approach doing this?
Well, you know, I'm not going to say that there's like a rivalry between the humans and the programs, but I would say that Pixels definitely have more fun. Like, you know, the flesh bags, they've got their skin, their hearts, their brains. It's very analog. And I prefer to be digital personally, you know. You get the cool suit, you get to do flips, it's a good time. I mean, Greta, she's walked in both worlds, and so has Jeff, and I think they might have more fun on the grid. I know I definitely did. But I know, it was genuinely, man, it was an honor, dude. Like those sets, I would like walk backstage and look at them, and the way that they were built, no one does better than Disney for their practical sets, their set designs. I don't know if anybody's seen Fantastic Four yet, but those sets are incredible too. But yeah, man, these were awesome. They did such an incredible job with them.
So you guys actually built pieces of the grid.
Yeah.
And had to in order to bring it to the real world. We should take a look at some more of that, man. You guys want to see some more clips? We're going to take a look at a clip right here. In this next clip, we're going to take a deeper look at the new immersive digital world that Julian created, kids. Let's take another peek at Tron Ares. Tron, that's Megatron, for heaven's sakes, man. Joachim, talk us through some of that. Look at how expansive that world is, man. How do you get there? I've been making films for 31 years. None of them look like that.
I'm only looking at the unfinished VFX shots. But no, this is like one of the bigger chases in the film. We get to really play 9 Inch Nails, you know, as we're going through there. And the groove is just like such a fun cinematic experience. And it was, I mean, we shoot it for the most part on blue screen. We didn't build this. This is not what you guys were talking about, but it's like, it's all coming together with ILM, 9 Inch Nails, and it's fun to see it on the big screen with a crowd for the first time.
Now, in terms of the music, man, everyone's excited about 9 Inch Nails. Like, you guys didn't think to reach out to Jared? I hear he likes music as well. Why weren't you involved in the soundtrack?
You know, the music for Tron has always been such an important part, and I mean, that last Daft Punk, I mean, what an incredible soundtrack. When we were talking about music for this film, there was really only very few people you could think about that could fill those shoes. And 9 Inch Nails absolutely did it. I mean, they made music that's gonna live a lifetime. So very, very proud to have them be a part of it. And I just wanna say one other thing. You know, as we sit here and celebrate, I was thinking about, and I was listening to that incredible little clip right there. You know, I was thinking about the crew of the movie. They don't really get to be a part, and that's all the people that were there, you know, from the early morning to the end of the night doing the hardest work on set. And I just have to say, like, there was probably about 2 months of night shoots in the dead of winter. It was freezing cold, and there was just a sense that from craft service to the carpenters to the grips to the actors, that everybody was was a part of something that they really loved, and they wanted to be there, and they were proud to be there. And I just want to say that crew doesn't get to be in this part of the celebration. I just want to give a shout out to the crew for working so hard.
Beautiful. All right, kids, we got some final surprises for you, man, before you send you off into that good night. Number one, I'm excited to share that you're going to receive this Tron Ares San Diego Comic-Con exclusive piece of artwork to take home, man. Look at that. Posters only available here this weekend at San Diego Comic-Con. For those of you in this room, you can pick up your exclusive Tron Ares poster at the program premiums room. We're gonna do one more thing and show you one more thing, a surprise that we kind of held on. But before we do that, kids, I want you to give a big round of applause to the good folks from Tron Ares. Okay, ready? We got one more thing to share with you, man. Just for you here in Old Age, we're gonna leave you with an exclusive music video from 9 Inch Nails. It's for the single from the soundtrack, As Alive As You Need Me to Be. Let's kick back and watch it. Say goodbye to the cast. You guys get out of here, man. Let's enjoy.
She was on the bad boy.
Snap that, download, that song is yours right now, man. I want to thank y'all for coming out to the Tron Ares panel. If you're around Comic-Con tomorrow, I'll be doing my panel here at Hall H tomorrow evening and stuff. Hope to see you there. Kids, give it up for the fine folks at Disney Marketing. They put on a hell of a show for you today, man. Means the world that you're all here, my friends. Go out and have the greatest Comic-Con 2025 that you can. Go celebrate the popular arts. Yes, things may be weird out in the world, but right here in Comic-Con, it's the weird we love. I love you all. Good night, everybody!